What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. So today I wanted to talk about Fortnite Save the World's Founders Packs. Now, you could only get a Founders Pack if you actually purchased Save the World before June 2020. So before they actually brought out the Save the World skins, if you ever bought Save the World from a skin pack and you never purchased Save the World before that, you are not a founder. Or, I mean, if you go into Save the World, you can actually look at your daily quests and see if they have any sort of V-Bucks. And if you don't have V-Bucks, well, then you're not a founder. I mean, there may be some V-Bucks from your Save the World pack, I'm not exactly sure, but once those run out, you can no longer gain any sort of V-Bucks. Whereas if you have a Founders Pack, pretty much currently as of the making of this video, and I hope that they absolutely never change it because it is a fantastic and, in my opinion, a pretty fair system, at least for the people who have the Founders Pack, pretty much infinite V-Bucks. I mean, it takes time, it is capped daily, and you do have to play every single day, and you actually have to play Save the World now. It is no longer like it used to be where you could just log on to Save the World and claim your daily reward and then go back into Battle Royale and do whatever, or just not even play the game at all. You just have to load it up for a minute just to claim your reward. That is not the case anymore. Now you actually have to play your daily challenge, and I think that that's a very fair system. At first, I didn't really like it, and I think a lot of people would also agree, but in my opinion, after actually playing through it, they didn't actually remove the actual amount of V-Bucks that you can earn from the daily rewards. They just moved it from it being something where you could just log in and that's it, to the normal daily quests that used to be 50 V-Bucks, but now it's 80. And if you actually add it all up for the year, it's pretty much the exact same amount of V-Bucks, and I think you actually earn a tiny bit more, but that's only if you complete it every single day, which I don't think most people do, which is what they're betting on, of course. But either way, this video, I wanted to make some suggestions, or really ask the question, will they ever bring back the Founders Pack ability to earn V-Bucks? Yeah, obviously they're not bringing back the actual idea of Founders, or maybe they would, I don't know. But the whole idea of Founders is the fact that you bought it back when it was quote-unquote in early access, even though Save the World is still in early access, but whatever, you know, we just put our blindfolds on and pretend that Save the World is completely finished and there's no problems whatsoever with it. Now, I do think that there is a world where they could in fact bring back the Founders Pack in the sense of being able to earn V-Bucks if you purchased a certain pack again, like they did back in the day. Now, would they do it exactly the same as they have it right now? I don't believe so, because they removed it for a reason. They obviously saw that this was an opportunity for players to earn a good amount of V-Bucks, pretty much to the point where people like me, for example, I never even spend money on this game anymore, if I'm being completely real. I mean, if you want absolutely everything, yes, you're still gonna have to spend money. There's so much stuff you couldn't possibly buy everything with Save the World V-Bucks, but it's still something. If you want a skin here or there, you want one of the passes here or there, you can easily obtain that just by playing the game. I like to save up my V-Bucks for a while just to make sure I have V-Bucks in case I ever want a new skin or something that comes out, and I can usually buy the whole bundle without spending any money. It's fantastic. It's a very fair system in my opinion, because you're trading your time for those V-Bucks, for those skins. It's something I think most games should have, if we're being completely real, especially in a game like Call of Duty, for an example. You spend $70 and you can't earn any of those skins. Going from Fortnite to that is such a downgrade in my opinion. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I know there's the Warzone free-to-play section, but there's also the $70 part of that game, and Fortnite does it differently. They actually allow you to earn it. But my problem with it is, if you're still going to charge for Save the World, I think they should allow you to earn V-Bucks still. Make Save the World free-to-play if you're going to make it like that. I don't think that's exactly fair. I know they would probably say something like you're paying for the V-Bucks from the Save the World pack and the skin that you get from that pack, not really Save the World as just a bonus. That's probably what they would say, but at the end of the day, you have to buy something in order to access Save the World, so I don't exactly know. But I think that there is a world, like I said, where maybe if they bring it back, they wouldn't bring it back all the time, because that would just be a very easy way. I say it's easy. It still takes effort, okay? It still takes effort. You still have to put in your time. Not everyone wants to do that. Not everyone will do that, but they still clearly see that there was a good amount of people doing so they cut ties with it for newer players. I think there's a system where they could possibly bring it back occasionally. Once a year or something, they bring back the ability to buy a Founders Pack. I don't exactly know. Even if it was like $60 or something crazy, I don't exactly know if they would do something like that. When I say Founders, though, I don't exactly mean the heroes and the skins. I mean, I think that would be fine if they brought it back too. I mean, who cares, really? Like, let's be completely real. And also as an incentive to spend that much money, because even though it is really worth it, if they were to charge $60 exactly for a Founders Pack in 2025, for an example, and it was only available for maybe a couple of days randomly in the shop, they just threw it in there randomly just to give people the opportunity in order to obtain it again without having to spend about $500 to get a code that may or may not work. You know, I don't think that that's a great thing, but that's kind of the point. Well, also, I believe it's going to expire in 2027 or something like that, and that seemed like a very long time, but now that we're already in 2025, it's creeping up. It's almost there. It's going to get to a point where it's absolutely impossible to get any sort of Founders Pack if you're a new player, regardless of that. Not only that, the codes will probably expire. But anyways, back to my idea. Maybe even believe it if you had a Fortnite Crew subscription for that particular month. As you have an active subscription, it would upgrade your standard edition to the Founders Pack. So it would still be a recurring thing. Now, this wouldn't be a one-time purchase, which would be the best case scenario, but it still is something that would allow you to earn extra V-Bucks for just playing the game. Whereas right now, there's no way whatsoever. And there's people who even buy the Fortnite Crew. I mean, I don't know if they would do something like that because, of course, the Fortnite Crew is something that they already have an absolute ton of benefits for buying. But at the same time, I think that would increase the amount of subscribers, that's for sure. I think they could possibly bring it back for a short period of time so that people could actually come in and buy it. It wouldn't be available all the time. That way, not everybody has access to it. Now, that right there, I'm not exactly sure if they would do, because at the end of the day, that's still increasing the amount of people that would be able to get a good chunk of V-Bucks, because right now, the way it is, like I said, it's a very fair system. It's not like you get a very tiny amount of V-Bucks. Like, for example, if you were to go over to Overwatch 2, I don't know if that game changed at all, but when Overwatch 2 first came out, when they went from the way better system of loot boxes where you could earn absolutely everything for free just by leveling up and playing the game, when they went from that to the garbage system where you could only earn, I believe, 30 Overwatch coins, was it a week? I don't even know how long it was. I remember it was such a ridiculous amount of time. It would have taken over a year or something like that. Maybe I'm completely wrong, in order to get a legendary skin. That's not the case for Fortnite at all. For Fortnite, you can earn 2,400 V-Bucks a month, and that's minimum. That's if you just complete the daily quest and you don't actually play and get any sort of V-Bucks from other opportunities within the game, including completing your Storm Shield defenses. For example, you can get 100 V-Bucks per Storm Shield defense. I mean, that's not infinite. That does have a limit to how many times you could do that, but I'm just saying that is a possible way. Or V-Buck missions, specifically mini boss missions, which if you go to a website like freethevbucks.com, this is not a sponsorship, that's just the website I use just to check if there's any sort of V-Buck missions for that day. I go in and I'll complete it, but that's what I'm saying. It's 2,400 V-Bucks minimum just for playing the game every day. That doesn't even include anything else, and that's a very fair system. That right there is almost like an entire skin bundle, the way that they do things. I don't know if they would bring it back exactly like that. I think if they were to ever do something like this again, maybe bring back almost like a mini Founders Pack where it's not as good as a Founders Pack because they still don't want to lose money, and not as good, but it at least allows you to earn something more than what you do right now. And I think that even current Save the World pack owners that own it from the pack should be able to get that. I think you should be able to earn a little bit of V-Bucks still from Save the World all the time. If you're paying for it, I don't care if it's $20, it should still allow you to earn just even the smallest amount of V-Bucks. Even if they cut that amount of V-Bucks in half or even a quarter, I mean, maybe a quarter is too much. I don't exactly know, but you know, even if it was a quarter of what Founders Packs can earn right now, that is a quarter more than what you're currently getting, which is currently zero. And I mean, you could say it's fair, it's not, I don't know. I mean, it's technically fair, I guess, but I would just hate to be on the opposite side where you don't have access to that and there's no way in order to obtain it. Like, you might be willing to spend the money to buy a Founders Pack, and then on top of that, willing to put your time into Save the World, but you don't even have that opportunity. So I think those are the only ways I could see them ever doing it, is them just randomly bringing it back for a short period of time at random, and then only do that every year or two, or I don't know, randomly. Like I said, it could be something similar to how item shop skins are, where they just pretty much just put them in whenever, or it seems like that to us. I'm sure they have some sort of system in place where they can make certain skins more rare than others and then bring them back. You know, certain skins that are less popular, they'll make them rare in order to make them more popular. They'll keep them out of the shop for a couple of years or something, and then really drive up that idea that because this skin hasn't been seen in a while, now people actually want it because of that, which is the whole point of the item shop at this point. But either way, they could do something like that, but with a Save the World pack that they just throw in there, and you could actually purchase the Founders Pack again, even if it cost a lot. They could even charge it in V-Bucks so it doesn't look that bad. I don't know, it was at like 6,000 V-Bucks or something. That might look worse. I don't know. $60 or 6,000 V-Bucks. For me, I'd rather pay the 6,000 V-Bucks because I can get it for free, but I already have Founders. That's the whole point. But either way, I think with all of this, I would like to see them do it. I would like to see them bring it back because I think Save the World is a fantastic mode, but I also like the idea that when you purchase a game, you can have the opportunity to earn skins in some way. And when it comes to the Founders Pack, you can absolutely do that. And I say that that's an absolute fantastic thing that Epic Games has allowed us to do. But do I ever see them actually doing it? If I'm being completely honest, I do not believe that they will ever do it. They got rid of it for a reason. And unlike things like bringing back old Battle Pass skins, that would actually increase their profits. This could possibly decrease. Now, real quick, actually, before I end this video, I do want to say maybe it is the opposite if they did add a system where they had less V-Bucks than current Founders. Now, I'm not saying to nerf Founders. Let us keep the same, all right? I've been earning this. I've been enjoying it for almost a decade at this point. Let me enjoy my Founders Packs, please, all right? I'm not saying to nerf us. I'm saying if they were to at least give people who purchase it nowadays a little bit more, it could actually incentivize to spend more money, because let's say you earned 500 V-Bucks, but you need 1,000 V-Bucks, and that item that you want is going to leave the shop in less than 24 hours. There's no way you can earn 500 V-Bucks within that time. well, how about I spend $5 to get some V-Bucks? Well, actually, maybe that's not the best example. Can you buy $5 of V-Bucks? I don't think so. I think you can do that in other games. Like, I'm thinking of Call of Duty. You can buy Call of Duty points for $5. You can even buy it for $2. But actually, I don't think with Fortnite you can buy that. Either way, all right, increase it a little bit. Let's say you had 1,000 V-Bucks and it was a 1,600 V-Bucks skin. Well, instead of spending the $20 that would require for that, because you need to spend a little bit more, of course, you can't just spend $16 and get 1,600 V-Bucks if that's what you needed for the skin. But you already have 1,000, so you can just buy another 1,000. There you go. It's $10 for that skin. You might actually increase the amount of sales if they do it like this, because basically giving people a discount on skins, but they actually still have to earn it, so it's not like just a straight up discount. I don't exactly know. I'm just thinking. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and you like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.